Hey guys, what's going on? It's Carl, aka Wolf Official. How's it going? I hope it's going really well. Today is a beautiful day here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm super excited to be doing a podcast episode again with you here exclusively at Spreaker.com. So, without further ado, I'd just like to jump right into this subject of this podcast episode, which is when you are having problems in your life and you are frustrated, and when you look around and all you see are problems and angry situations and tension between people, it is really important to make sure that you have something to look back onto, whether it be a photo album, a diary, a collection of songs that you made, a collection of videos that you made, some sort of inspiration to kind of help you see the bigger picture of your life. The problem is that most people go on through their busy days and they're seeing that they're frustrated, but they're not seeing perhaps why they're being frustrated. And what I'm going to say is try to take a moment and stop what you're doing and just grab that medium, that piece of, like, that photo album or that diary, and look through it. You know, try to go back as early as possible and see yourself when you were a baby. You know, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, all the way up until however old you are. And try to pick out pieces that will inspire you to be happy that day. If you can find something that is influence and encouraging, so that you can change your outlook for the day and that you'll be more happy. How do you do this? Well, it's basically looking or listening or feeling whatever that medium is, that picture that reminds you of a time when you were happy in your life, and look back at that, and you will notice a few things. Like, one, you'll notice that you're a lot different now than you were back then, and something changed, you know? Life got in the way, or whatever the case may be. You're not the same person anymore, and it's really important that you see this change and that you act on it, and that you try to find something in there that you have been consistent with your whole life. Once you've found that item, that missing piece, you will be able to look more clearly at tomorrow's agenda. You'll be able to make better decisions for tomorrow if you know where you're at today. I've been there. I've seen it where I would go through and I would be at work and I would just not be having like a good day for some reason. It never really lasts that long, just because I've gotten pretty good at not letting things get to me, and like I maintain a certain character, because I understand the importance of moving on and being aware of who I am and where I want to go. And so I challenge you to start looking a little bit more deeply into your life. Look at things from all sorts of different perspectives. I challenge you to grab that photo album or open up that collection of songs that you made and try to figure out this process, this change that has occurred, because you're not the same person anymore. And you need to know what it is you've been consistent about your whole life, so that you can remain, not flustered anymore or unaware of where you are at today or how far you've come. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that feeling of uncertainty. We all have to go through it, and so it's important to have something to hold on to. You know what I mean? And whether it's a girlfriend or a family member, someone to talk to, a friend, and it's no different than the medium that we talked about, the photo album. It could be a music collection. It's important to have that person for that extended period of time, because if not, you might go astray. So you need somebody to hold you down. In other words, you need somebody to hold you down. It's the same thing as having that medium hold you down. That medium being the music or the photo album. It's going to give you that sense of security and that reflection that you need to get that spark fired up again. So I'm going to give you a quick few examples of these different mediums that you could potentially use to keep you on track and consistent and ultimately happy with your everyday life, because you know where you're going and that sense of direction is always there. So here's a list of the different mediums that you could potentially use. Now, it'll be different for everybody, so just kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. The first one, as we discussed, was music. Music is what I do. I use that to keep track of all the different, songs I made and how or what I was thinking during that time, so that I can reflect and just see kind of like how I've grown. Another one that you could use is photo albums. We talked about the photo albums. Okay, and then let's see. Another one that you could use would be a girlfriend. Next one would maybe a friend. Make it a good idea to hold on to things for as long as you can. Another example that I like to use is I have 2 necklaces around my neck currently, and they say certain things to me, and they mean certain things to me. They have engravings on them of words or phrases, and it just reminds me of that time when I was feeling a certain way and I was going to act irrationally, but yet I decided to reflect on where I'm at. And so keychains are nice to hang around your neck. They're always there, they'll never leave you. And it's a symbol of reminder that this is what you were thinking back when, and this is how far you've come. So don't give up on yourself. Keep thinking about this thing. It's really important to you, and that's just how it is. That's my secret to success. Alright guys, well, I hope you get the general idea of what I'm talking about here, and I'm so excited to hear your comments and what you have to say about these different mediums that you can use to remind yourself to stay happy and focused and persistent. Okay, so this is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see you on the next podcast episode here at Spreaker.com. As always, I encourage you to go to wolveofficial.com, subscribe to my email list. I'm going to have a lot of cool things and coming up here in the future that I want to start sending you emails and keeping you up to date and just ultimately getting you on the right path to success. Go ahead, head over to YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to SoundCloud, subscribe to my SoundCloud channel. Again, these are all Wolve Official. /Wolve Official. So no stress. And I will see you guys on the next episode, alright? Later.